this. Okay. And slideshow, presenter view. Okay, give me a second, guys. Appreciate you all. You know me. If you're a client of mine, you know I'm not a big tech girl, but we make it happen. Okay. All right. Can you all see my Wellness U orange screen? Yes? Okay. Um, can you see my notes? Good. Okay. All right, guys. So Wellness U, like I said, first Wellness U ever. This is really exciting. I actually created the idea of Wellness U 2 years ago, and then I found out I was pregnant, and it threw me off. I could not handle it. I was like, I can't do Wellness U. I can't get on live and coach right now. I'm so emotional. So I put it on hold, and now we are back. Found my group with Mom Life, and here we are. I'm just really excited to do this finally because it's been something I've really wanted to do for a long time. So thank you for being here. A little overview of what you guys can expect this week. So you guys are all probably wondering what the heck even is this? Hold on, I'm getting my notes all situated so I can focus. Okay. So you're here to determine exactly what you want. Okay. Who's heard of SMART goals before? SMART. Probably a lot of us. The first thing is specificity, that we are here to be specific. Okay. If you do not know exactly where you're headed, chances are you're probably not going to get there in a timely fashion. You might eventually get there, but if you have a very strong idea of exactly where you're going, you're going to get there a lot faster. So we're going to do that this week. We're going to reframe negative thoughts to empowering beliefs. A lot of our holdbacks, setbacks are just from our own limitations that we name for ourselves, and we have to figure out how to rewire that. We're going to create affirmations to rewire your reticular activating system. Has anybody heard of that? RAS. I can only see like 5 of you, and none of you have seen it or heard of it. So cool. I'm going to teach you about that. We're actually going to learn about that today. And then set small, achievable goals to build momentum. Momentum is a piece of the puzzle that I think is extremely important. You've got to be able to catch it quick and maintain it. If you start something and you are just really slow rolling and you're not seeing any kind of momentum in the first couple weeks, then chances are you're just going to revert back to your old way of living. So we've got to find that momentum. Surrounding yourself with positive influences. Here is step one. You guys are in a room full of women that are looking to up level their health and fitness this year. And it's very powerful being in a space with like-minded people. So as we go through this week, I just want you to start asking yourself who in your life is going to be in your corner for this specifically. Is it your partner? Is it your mom? Is it your best friend, a coach? Who is it? Who is going to be that positive influence for you? And on the flip side, who in your life is maybe not so much a positive influence when it comes to this? And how can you create boundaries or necessary space in between the two of you so you can focus on what really matters to you and be in alignment with the goals that you have? And finally, we're going to take some action this week. Cool? Thumbs up. Love it. I look for feedback, guys, because that's what I feed off of. I feed off of your energy. So I'm going to be asking for thumbs up, yeses, nos. If anybody has anything, I might ask for questions or comments. So I please welcome you to join me here. Okay. Really quick, I just want to say one more thing before we get into this. There might be a lot or a little of repetitive information in this presentation. You may know or think you know. You may have heard these things many times before, but I invite you to be open-minded and coachable and ready for something new. Even though this might feel like, oh, I've heard all this before, you might get something new today. You might spark a new light inside of you. So let's just clear our brains right now and just come at this as beginners, okay? All right. So What is the reticular activating system? RAS. I'm going to call it RAS, okay? RAS is a small bundle of neurons located at your brain stem. It acts as a filter for the information that we're taking in day to day. So we are getting thousands, millions of pieces of information thrown at us every single day, especially nowadays with the internet and social media. There's just so much coming at us at one time that if we were to actually take on that information, we would just explode. We would be beyond overwhelmed. We wouldn't be able to function. So we have this thing called the reticular activating system that helps to filter through and pick and choose what we are going to focus on. You can call it your focus filter. And this is what your brain decides to absorb and focus on. So you can, this is a common example that people use, say you decide this year, it's on my vision board, I'm going to get a G-Wagon because someday, guys, we're going to get G-Wagons. And you really decide that this is what you're doing this year. This is your big goal. And then all of a sudden you start to see G-Wagons all over town. It's not like everyone went and bought a G-Wagon in those last couple hours that you decided you want one. Now your RAS is focused on seeing the thing that you're focused on. Okay, so that's your RAS at work. How the RAS affects your health and fitness journey. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So, this isn't just processing the random pieces of information that's being thrown at you, it reacts to the messages that you choose to send it. So, this is where the things get really fun with your health and fitness journey because you do have some control over this. So focus on what you believe. This is very, very important. Your RAS shapes your beliefs. If you believe that weight loss is hard, you'll never reach your goals. If you believe that your body this is just how it is, it doesn't work, my metabolism is broken, you're going to be looking for the evidence. Your RAS is going to find all that evidence and focus on it, and it's going to expand. On the flip side, if you believe success is achievable and that you are capable of making these healthy choices, your RAS will go and find the evidence to support that. So this is where making conscious decisions, making intentional decisions around your health and fitness journey, not just, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds this year. I'm going to buy this ebook and I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to eat healthy. We have to be way more, letting someone in the room. We have to be way more intentional about it in order to get this RAS on board. Okay. What you focus on grows. The RAS filters out the noise and highlights what matters. So if you are constantly speaking negatively to yourself, if you're looking in the mirror or not at all looking in the mirror because you don't want to see what's in the mirror, you'll start noticing more reasons why that is true. Okay. But again, you look on the flip side and you start focusing more on the positive. You look at those small wins day to day. Like I drank my water today. I hit my step goal today. You look for the good, your RAS is going to get on board and keep finding more and more good. Initially, you guys, to get to this place, you have to put in some effort. And that's kind of like anything, right? When you start anything, you have to put in a little more groundwork at the beginning. But then once you catch that momentum and the things start working for you, your RAS starts working in your favor, this gets easier. Okay, decision making and behavior. The RAS guides your behavior and helps you make your decisions. So if your brain is primed for success, it automatically will push you towards positive actions like choosing the healthy snack or choosing to not hit snooze. It's going to help you catapult into making those decisions. If your RAS is focused on distractions, social media, if it's focused on excuses, I have so much work, I'm so busy, your actions will follow that path, leading to the same cycle that you guys have been on. I don't know you all, but this is kind of what I've heard after working with hundreds and hundreds of women. So by consciously shifting this, shifting your focus to wellness, You're making the decision to align with the goals that you have. I know this is like, I know this seems so easy and simple, and it is. It is. It's so easy and simple, but only 1% of the world will do it. Okay. Consistency and motivation. Your RAS also plays a major, major role in motivation. And we all know motivation is fleeting, right? We cannot depend on motivation to carry us through, but it's nice. It's nice to have, right? So when your brain is focused on the benefits of exercise, like the deep rooted benefits of like, why is this important? Not just I'm going to lose this weight and I'm going to tone up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how does this help me 20 years down the road? What does it look like for me with my kids or my grandchildren or my nieces and nephews or my friends' kids? I just think of kids because kids are like everything to me, you guys. But you can fill in the blank. Adventuring, I'm looking at you, Amanda. Adventuring with your husband in 20 years, what does it look like? If you do this or if you don't do this, go both ways. Focusing on healthy eating, not just because we want to lose weight and we want to tone up, but because it's the fuel of our future. What kind of experience of life do you want to have once you're retired? Do you want to be broken down and undernourished or overweight? Or do you want to be ready to adventure finally with this money and freedom that you have? That is focusing on those things. It's more likely you're going to have more motivation to keep going, and your RAS is going to get on board with that. So you'll start seeing reminders around. There's going to be evidence all around you, which strengthens your commitment, you guys, to staying on track. So if your RAS is on the flip side, always looking at the flip side, if it's tuned into the struggle, it's tuned into how hard it is, the challenges, the lack of time, it's easy to get discouraged and fall off course. Okay, does this all make sense? Yeah. So what now? What do we do with all this information that we may know, may not know, may know, but never think about? What do we do? Don't worry, I have you. So, first of all, change your focus. We're going to start by consciously focusing on the positive aspects of your health and fitness journey. Like I said, small wins, whether it's drinking more water or getting in a good night's sleep. Hold on. Someone, raise your hand. And God, I wish I was faster, you guys, at all this. Raise your hand, and I want a win. I want one win. Don't be shy. One win from today. Small wins. I drank my water. I did that. You guys, I drank my water. Allie, I'm gonna ask or unmute yourself.
So I'm a teacher, and today was the first day that we went back from winter break.
Mhm.
And one of my goals, I made like a whole vision board of what I want to start doing for the 2025. And my biggest struggle is getting up early in the morning to be productive because I'm just not a morning person. But today, even though it was the first day back, I woke up an hour earlier than I normally would. And I was able to do like my skincare routine. I did some gratitude journaling. I drank lemon water, and it was a really great day. So
I love it. Thank you for sharing. Yes, amazing. So small wins, although I kind of think that's like a huge win. Amazing job. Focusing on those small wins, you guys, is what's going to help this. You guys see my slideshow again? Okay. What's going to make this a lot easier, and the more you focus on these things, the more you're, like I said, RAS will notice. Okay. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Small wins. You can start by journaling it, or, put a little sticky note on your mirror in the mornings, gratitude, or what's my win, or, how do I want to feel at the end of the day? Reminding yourself that you're doing this. Okay. Secondly, visualize your goals. So we're going to get into this a little bit more at the end of the call, but I want you to spend each time of the day visualizing this healthy, fit, new version of you. Like truly visualizing. Close your eyes. What does she look like? What is she wearing? How does she show up? What time does she wake up? What is her water bottle like? Is it full? Is it empty? What is she eating on a day-to-day basis? How does she show up at the gym? Really, really getting clear on who this person is. And once again, your RAS will get to work and start noticing opportunities that align with that vision, helping you take steps forward. Okay, using affirmations. We've all heard about affirmations, and I feel like some people hear it and they're like, oh, cliche affirmations, but you guys, trust me, these are game changers. Repeating positive affirmations, like as basic as I am strong and I make healthy choices, literally reprograms your RAS, and it will get to work and look for the evidence. Where am I healthy? Where am I strong? Okay. This helps you focus on like your strengths rather than the limitations that you are currently focusing on. And the only reason I can say that is because I as well, even though I've been doing this for 12 years, this is my career, this is like my identity, I still have times where I go through talking negatively to myself and having to recoach and reprogram. This is something that we will do for the rest of our life. Okay, lastly, surround yourself with support. These are all your to-dos, okay? So the more you surround yourself with people, environments, reminders that align with this fitness goal, the more your RAS will prioritize those positive influences. So a little, I guess, repetitive from what it is to how do we use it, but that's kind of the goal with getting your RAS on board with everything. Does anyone have any questions or comments? You guys can also use the comment section if you need. Okay, cool. Waiting room. Hold on, guys. Admit. Okay, moving on. Okay. Next. So here is our schedule for the week. Today, right after this slide, we are going to visualize our goals and our future self. I have a fun little outline for you that will help guide you through it, and then you're going to build upon that tonight. You will have a little bit of homework. Tomorrow, we talk about taking on this new identity and put it into real life. Not action necessarily yet, but we start looking, what does that look like? Okay, Wednesday, we're talking about SMART goals. We're setting those small, specific goals to help us build that momentum that is so, so important. Thursday, we're actually taking action. I will tell you more about that tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to bring it all together and we're going to prepare ourselves and set us up for success for the rest of the year and just bring this whole thing together. Okay. So that's crazy. We've got 8 minutes left in order for this to be a 30-minute call. I really don't want to take too much time because I want you to show up all week, guys. This is what we're doing next. Does everyone have a pen and paper? Yes, if not, grab your phone. You can do this on your phone, but I love a pen to paper. There's something that happens when you put pen to paper. So go ahead and grab it, and you're going to write down this sentence for me. It is now December 31st, 2025, and I am so grateful to myself for ... You don't have to write ... You're going to fill in the blank. This can be, take a moment and think about it for a second. What is it that would make all the difference for you in your life in this specific area? I mean, if something else that's outside of your health and fitness journey is popping up for you, please write it down. But I think you guys all came here with that in mind. So I want you to try and focus on that a little bit. Whether it's releasing weight, releasing the judgment on yourself, getting over your intimidation of the gym. I'm going to give you guys a second. Get really specific. Remember, specificity is very important when it comes to goal setting. As you guys are thinking about these things and writing them down, I just want you to take a moment, take a couple long, slow breaths to just kind of, I don't know, maybe you guys don't feel this. I'm like on a call with a bunch of people, so I'm like, whew, whew, whew. Let's calm down. I just want you to be able to tap into your highest self here and ask yourself, what does this give you? Why is this specific result that you wrote down, why is it so important to you? Where does it offer peace? What is made possible for you if this comes true? If you stick to what you say you're going to do, what opens up to you? Do I have anyone that wants to share? I know this is a big room. Ooh, Maddie, do you want to share? Yes. Unmute yourself, girl.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, Maddie was my first client ever, ever, ever.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, so I said I'm grateful to myself for slowing down and focusing on my health. And I like answered all your other questions that you were asking too, and I basically just talked about like last year was really hard because I was pregnant and I had like four weddings I went to and I didn't really focus on anything other than like other people and then obviously like the growing baby inside me. And
Mhm.
so now I am excited that like from slowing down and focusing on my health, I can show up and be like a better mom to my kids. And like if my cup's filled, I can fill in theirs. So
I
yeah.
love that. And I totally get that. Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to share? Yeah, Allie.
So I have to say, Maddie, I'm getting married in June, and Maddie's going to be my hairstylist. So hi,
Oh,
Maddie.
cute.
So that's first of all.
Amazing. I love it.
um, so mine's a little bit lengthy just because, like I said, I did make a vision board for 2025 and there's quite a few things on there, but I said it's now December 31st, 2025, and I'm so grateful to myself for becoming the healthiest, happiest, and strongest version of me with confidence, clarity, and energy. I've nurtured meaningful relationships, found fulfillment in my career, achieved my goal of becoming a published author, and created a balanced, joyful life filled with purpose and presence.
Wow. That's exciting. What kind of book are you writing?
Fantasy.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
not like anything ACOTAR because that's like, a whole nother realm, but
What do
it's
they
a little
call like book porn? I just heard the
smut. Yeah, it's not smut. I'm
Such a
elementary
weird
teacher, so
word.
yeah,
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome,
staying away
Maddie.
from that genre. I don't want any of my fourth graders reading it.
Yeah, that's weird. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay, guys. So let's just take a moment with everything we just wrote down. You can put your pencil down, and I want you guys to just close your eyes. No one's looking at you. Close your eyes for me. Take a deep breath. And I just want you to visualize what it looks like once you've completed this. It's the end of the year. This has happened. It's already done. What does it look like? And now what does it feel like inside your body? I know this can feel weird. Your ego is going to show up here and it's going to try and be, you know, getting in the way, distracting you. Try and quiet it. Try and really feel what it feels like when you actually do this. Bright, light, fun, playful, strong, proud. Pick a word. And on the flip side, what does it feel like if you don't do this? What does it feel like if you go through this week and next week You let the overwhelm get to you. You let life get in the way. Everyone else's needs get in the way. What does that feel like? Deep breath, guys. You guys can open your eyes. I don't love ending on the note of picture what it's like to not do this, feel what it's like, but I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary for us to go to both ends of the spectrum. How good it feels if this happens, and how shitty it feels if we get to the end of this year and we haven't made any growth. We haven't made any forward steps. That is a part of my process, is going both directions. Okay. So, we're going to end with what your homework is. Okay, first of all, before I get to the homework, this is intentional. This isn't just because I feel like we need to have homework, we need to have an action. This is all intentional. Okay. I've done this with so many women, and the ones that do this work are the ones that have success. So please lean in and be an action taker. Okay. Okay. So homework. You're going to kind of just expand on what we just did. We only had 10 minutes, really. You could sit for an hour and really, really get super specific on this. So who are you becoming this year? Be very, very specific. Again, how are you showing up day to day? What is your routine like? How does it feel to be in this routine? What kind of freedom do you have? What kind of boundaries have you set? Second, what happens if you achieve this? And what happens if you don't? So what we just brushed the surface barely. I want you to take some time, whether it's in a journal. I love voice memos. I love to get in my car, go get coffee, and get my voice memo out and just start talking to myself. Anything that can slow down your thoughts. Remember what we said about like millions of things coming at us? If you put pen to paper or you actually speak out loud, you can kind of slow it down a little bit and pick and choose what we're focusing on. And number 3, come up with only one, if you want more, but at least one amazing affirmation or mantra that you're going to carry along with you all week this week. Mine is, my success is inevitable, and you guys can steal it if you'd like. But I would love, okay, so if you do this homework, you're sitting and you're drinking your cup of tea and you have your notebook and you take a little screenshot and you post it and you tag me, and you do this every week, or you're at the gym and you're like sticking to my word and you take a picture and you tag me so I can see it and I can keep track. If you do this every day, you will have a chance to win a free ticket to the Lifting Academy, which is $997, $1,000. Amazing thing. And that will help, obviously, to carry you through and help you accomplish these goals. If you are a current client, same thing, you'll get $1,000 off your coaching. Okay. So it's going to be a hat bucket or probably one of those spinny wheels online situation. But you have to do the work. You have to actually do the work. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? No? Any comments? Okay. Think of those mantras, think of those affirmations, and I would love for a couple of you to share with us tomorrow night what they are. I think some of us would love to steal. I love new affirmations. When they come from other people, it's like really special because it's something new. So thank you guys for coming tonight. I really hope you guys show up all week. The nature of this is that people fall off. So whoever is here by Friday, salute you. I salute you tonight too, but let's try and make this happen. If you can't make a meeting, send me an email and I will send you the recording. I'm not just going to send it out to everybody, but if you need a recording, I will send it to you. Bree, you are so welcome. Thank you for coming. Maria, you're welcome. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30. Bye.